back to RNN, everyone. Summer's finally come back around and we've got a lot to cover today, so let's get started. One of the most noticeable changes when you log into TC2 is a new loading screen and a brand new shop menu. Included are new weapon sets for every class, and a few new weapons you can buy, like the Objector that features preset decals made by community members. The map loading screen has also been changed to feature artwork made by the community. Agent has seen a lot of changes this update, with the inclusion of new weapons to vary her kit and playstyle. The first of which is the Quick Draw. The Quick Draw has a meter that fills 50% per kill. When the meter's filled, pulling out the Quick Draw will grant the user 4 seconds of mini crits. The meter can also be filled while mini crits are active. Coupled with a 33% higher accuracy, it allows her to dispatch any enemies quickly using her full clip. Although with all these upsides, you're still marked for death during this time, so use it wisely. Agent also has 4 new PDAs, the most notable of which is the Spy Camera. This tool allows the user to mark an enemy which your teammates will be able to see through walls for 10 seconds. If a marked player is killed, it grants the agent who marked them 0.25 seconds a cloak, up to 1 second. Wow! However, you can only mark one person at a time, and enemies marked by the camera will receive an audio cue, so make sure to take cover after you've marked someone. The Radius Scanner has a meter that slowly fills up when you spawn. When the meter's full, you can activate it to mark enemies around you for a short time. You're the only one who can see the scanned enemies, however. The Slow Burn is a new sapper that makes buildings 45% more vulnerable to damage and become enabled again 50% more slowly when the sapper's broken. The downside being it only does 75% damage to buildings and has 50% less health than stock. The sapper is designed to let your teammates have an easier time destroying buildings. The Straight Reflex is another new sapper that will deal 30% more damage to buildings when placed on them, but can be broken in one swing from any melee that deals damage to sappers. When mechanics are nearby, however, this thing is just rendered useless, so only use it when they're doing something else. Doctor receives a new weapon in this update as well, the Pestilence Poker. It deals 30% more knockback and 25% less damage on hit. It deploys 50% faster and holsters 30% slower. This weapon's designed to keep enemies at a distance, away from you and your patient. Another brand new feature is the addition of a Battle Pass. The Versatile Vacation Pass is available to all players, but a Premium Vacation Pass can be activated by paying 400 Robux. Both passes contain new items like genuine reskins of existing items, Stranger Fires for both cosmetics and weapons, cosmetics not obtained from crates, Fitanium weapons, based off TF2's Australian weapons, and a new type of crate, the Time Capsule. Items obtainable from the crate are event items from the past, such as Halloween 2018. Items that are from the original event are now marked with a vintage version, along with the original unique one. These passes will be available to progress through until October. And speaking of cosmetics, you can now mix and match 2 of them at once. Cosmetics are split into 2 parts now, hat and costume. You can mix and match the head and body parts of different cosmetics to create new combinations, so be sure to go wild. A new boss has risen. King Abrax. Locked away in Versus Boss's Lakeside, he's an ancient Egyptian mummy who's risen from the dead. King Abrax will revive a few dead players that emerge as mummies to fight against you. Landing the final shot, assisting, or being in the top 3 of the leaderboard against King Abrax rewards you with the genuine Ancient Arbiter, wearable on Arsonist. Winning as King Abrax rewards you with a genuine mummy Kopesh. Some other features introduced in this update is the Collector's Quality, which can be obtained by combining 5 of one strange item together. Strange and Unusual is being able to be unboxed from any crate, getting daily contracts, first-person spectating support, and a lot more quality of life changes. But that's all we're going to cover for this episode. If you enjoy our content and want to see more when it releases, consider subscribing, turn on notifications so you never miss out. That's it for RNN. See ya.